Peace and Solitude. In 1954, a tourist guide included an impressive list of nearly 100 painters, architects, musicians, sculptors, dancers, poets, and writers who called Big Sur home. Emil White explained, "The artists up here have never been a particularly close-knit or homogeneous group. Some were gregarious, others practically hermits." Another local stated that there is no art colony to be found here. When it came to their work, most Big Sur artists preferred to be left alone to delve inward and discover their own creative paths. Many felt that solitude was essential, and they regarded their studios as private, almost sacred, spaces. Sculptor Edmund Cara explained, "I want to be alone. The less distraction, the more intense the focus." Emil Norman described his studio as "my private place. I don't want anybody down here when I'm working." Geographically distant from established art centers, few Big Sur artists were influenced by mid-century art movements such as abstract expressionism. Instead, they took individualized approaches to their work with an emphasis on craft, design, and tactile materials. Many spoke of the artistic freedom they experienced in Big Sur. Sculptor Barbara Spring explained that freedom is very important, and freedom is what you need. This freedom supported independent thinking and experimentation. Spring incorporated fiberglass in the interiors of her sculptures to reduce their weight and refined the exteriors with a chainsaw, while Dorothy Bowman and her husband Howard Bradford were innovators in the technique of fine art silk screen printing, serigraphy. Emil Norman invented a process to seal his wood mosaics by applying layers of epoxy colored with different hues of sawdust, explaining, "Every time I do a work of art, I learn something. I'm an experimenter." Although they derived personal satisfaction from their creative work, most Big Sur artists were financially dependent on the sale of their art. Emil Norman had his own gallery in Carmel, and David Laguerre shipped his paintings to a gallery in New York. Dorothy Bowman and Howard Bradford made their living making serigraphs and had art dealers on both coasts. Local artists also benefited from tourism, which provided a new market for their work. Tourists who dined at Deachin's Big Sur Inn could purchase wooden bowls carved by the proprietor, Helmut Deachin. Additionally, artists relied on the Coast Gallery, where they dropped off artwork and returned to pick up their proceeds, leading them to affectionately refer to this Big Sur institution as the bank. While many artists subsisted on the sale of their artwork, some regarded the opportunity to work independently as more important than any financial success or critical acclaim. "My sculptures have nothing to do with money or what somebody wants," Edmund Cara explained. "They have to do with myself." Sculptor and ceramicist Loot van der Veen affirmed, "I love doing what I do. I don't care at all about leaving a mark." Creating small sculptures from leftover fragments of her husband's larger pieces, Amelia Newell dedicated her life to making art, but rarely sold or exhibited her work.